Welcome to Dicejunkies, and this is Perception Check, episode 24, where we're talking about upcoming superhero movies. And I'm here with...
Q.
Damien.
And I'm Xenodamus. Hope you enjoy. All right, let's get into this. Since there hadn't been a lot of news this week after Comic-Con blew us away last week with a crap ton of trailers and news, this week has just been sort of a dull week. But we did find a list of all the upcoming superhero movie release dates and stuff, so we figured we'd just talk about that, because...
We feel like it.
It's awesome.
Oh, that too.
So, let's start it off with Thor Ragnarok, which is our next closest really superhero movie that we got coming up. And so far the trailers have looked awesome. The only concern I have, which I've mentioned before, is it may be a little too campy, but most people don't have that same sentiment as me, so...
Well, you know, they said that they did a large amount of improv in the movie, so, you know, you're going to see a lot of humor. But if it's what they're going for, it's fine. Let's be honest, man. The Thor movies weren't really catching a big niche.
Well, no, they haven't. But, I mean, we got the Hulk in there, and I really do... Like I said, to me, this is more of a... I'm going to see this movie for the Hulk.
Yeah, me too. This, to me, is the Hulk movie I've been waiting for. Because it looks like it's going to be the Hulk interacting, having a lot of scenes... where he gets to be the Hulk, and you don't have to worry about, like, oh no, he's destroyed half of Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, he can wreck all of Asgard all he wants. I don't give a crap. Like, Thor wrecks half of Asgard.
Yeah, well,
that's what you do in Asgard.
Yeah, you have so many things that constantly wreck Asgard. I mean, which the whole story of this, the movie is the fact that Asgard completely gets annihilated on these intervals.
And it's like, oh, who showed up to wreck Asgard today? Hey, we're going a little bit on the other side. We've got a female antagonist here, and she's kicking way more ass than the guys were.
So death is gonna fuck some shit up. So why so you really don't gotta worry about the Hulk.
She emasculates Thor almost immediately if we go by the trailer. Like,
oh God, yeah.
My hammer, she broke my hammer.
Yeah, it looks like that's gonna happen pretty early on. So. Damien, you got anything on that?
I'm not a big Thor fan. I did like the trailers. They do look interesting. I still don't want to watch the movie. But it may...
Damien's so picky on his movie watching.
I am. I really am. But like I said, the trailers look good. You know, it looks like it's going to be a good movie. So,
Hulk like raging fire.
All right.
See, I'm also not a big Hulk fan either. So
you're not a fan of anything, also.
Yeah.
I try to like you sometimes.
We just got to have another Doctor Strange movie for him to...
There you go. Did he go see that? I don't remember him going to see that.
No, but at least he watched it once it hit.
You know they say he's probably going to be in the Hulk Thor movie. So now what you going to do?
Nothing.
He's going to wait and see what we say about the Hulk Thor movie and do our review.
I'm going to say it was awesome no matter what, because I'm going to make him see it.
I won't say it's awesome no matter what. So.
You and your damn integrity.
I know. But that's November 3rd, 2017, so not too far out.
We'll be seeing that.
Yeah. And then right after that, on November 17th, DC is going to take another swing at the cinema with Justice League.
There's something important about that movie that makes me understand why we liked the last trailer, though. Look at the directors.
Zack Snyder and
Joss Whedon came in after Zack Snyder had a tragedy, I believe. Something happened. Mm-hmm. So that explains why the last trailer looked awesome, because it's like, oh, well, Joss Whedon's getting involved now. Now they've got somebody who's cut his chops on these superhero movies.
To my understanding, it hadn't been released how much influence Joss Whedon has had, how much Zack Snyder had done before Joss Whedon. So I don't want to give Joss Whedon credit where it may not be due.
I do, though.
It's Joss Whedon, man.
I know, see?
Well, no, I have pretty good respect for Joss Whedon's abilities, but once again, you know, maybe Zack Snyder pulled out some good shit.
You saw the first couple of trailers.
Yeah, okay.
You noticed the difference between the last trailer and the first three trailers.
I wasn't going to push it.
I'm trying to be nice, man.
You're failing. That's November 17th. Apparently Superman's going to be in it, though, so that's terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, the thing I liked about this movie is Superman wasn't in it.
Well, you don't know how much Superman's going to be in it either. You know.
He can be in it as a Stinger. If he's at the Stinger, I'll put up with it, but I really don't want him in it before the movie's over.
Which the comments had spoken. I did go and watch Batman versus Superman.
I was going to talk about that later, yeah.
And that was done. It was definitely... Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It was still horrible. It was still horrible.
You went in with really bad expectations. It's like, hey, man, they had a budget.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll talk about Ready Player One later, but it was awesome.
Yeah. So, there you go. Now, let's see. We have next in February 16th, so we have a little bit of time between Justice League and the next one, which is the Black Panther. So...
I'm waiting for another trailer of it, but I like the trailer I saw.
Yeah. The trailer I saw was good. I mean, this is a new superhero movie. You know, it's not a sequel, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Supposed to be taking place directly after Civil War.
Yeah. But, I mean, seeing Black Panther in Civil War, it was pretty awesome. So, I have high expectations for this movie. Not to mention it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which has been pretty right on so far.
It's been consistent, you know. Every movie's not going to be gold, but I have not walked out of a movie yet going like, man, that was crap.
Well, yeah, and I even talk about, you know, not really caring about the Thor movies, but they weren't horrible. Mm-mm. You know, it's just Thor isn't my superhero, and I really don't care so much about Thor.
Yeah, but like I said, you don't walk out the movie. I didn't walk out like I did Batman v Superman. Like, I walked out of Batman v Superman going like, oh, God. Like, what the hell, DC? Are you even trying? Like, I trip on DC, but I grew up on Batman and stuff, man. I want DC to do well because I'd rather have two awesome movie franchises, not one good one and one suck one.
Definitely.
I'm not nearly that biased.
Well, no, I'm not a Marvel fanboy or a DC fanboy, so it's not like I'm rooting for one over the other. It's just I'm taking what I've seen so far and judging it from previous movies and what I've seen. So.
See, I actually am a big Marvel fan, but I'm more going, okay, Marvel, don't screw up. I don't want them to suck because I like Marvel. But I'm looking at DC going like, come on, guys, bring it, you know.
I just like superhero movies, you know. I like superhero movies. I'm loving the fact that we're in a time where superhero movies are such a big thing, you know, because I'm enjoying it.
But my favorite part really is the Netflix stuff. I ain't gonna lie. The TV series with the lower level heroes to me, I actually prefer better than the full cinematic universe. I loved Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and Daredevil.
Yeah.
And only those. But and honestly, that was my favorite part of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. But then after that, it's the movies, and it never is Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Iron Fist never gets in there.
Yeah, I couldn't really get into S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, I watched a couple seasons of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it was up and down, but it got boring to me after a while. Legion was just insane. I still haven't really figured that one out.
I don't know what the hell's going on there, man. They are very good at leaving you brain screwed.
Damien?
My favorite one was the chick from Captain America.
Chick from Where
they did the 50s.
Agent Carter.
Agent Carter. That was I loved that one right there.
I watched Agent Carter. It was all right to me. I didn't think it was.
I really enjoyed that one, and then of course I like Daredevil. You know, but I mean the rest of them, man. The Defenders. No.
I'm looking forward to.
I haven't seen the Defenders yet, but like I said, I like Luke Cage, and I like Jessica Jones, and I like Daredevil.
I'm looking forward to see what they do with the Punisher. That's. You know, I'm a Punisher fan, so...
You know, I don't know a lot about Punisher's villains. I'm really curious what when I stopped to think about it, I like the Punisher. I follow Punisher. I don't remember who his main bad guys are.
Well, what I'm hoping is they do one series with the Punisher, and then they have him come in on the other.
Oh wait, I remember why he
stuff.
doesn't have a lot of main bad guys. He keeps killing them. He's the Punisher.
Well,
That's why. Yeah, like there's not a lot of recurring bad guys.
I always
in the Punisher
liked
comic.
I always liked him as a support character too. Like when he joins other, and then he
And
just
horrifies them.
and horrifies the crap out of them. It's awesome.
Oh god, man, I'd love to see him just to screw at everything Sony's built. Just have him show up in Spider-Man: Homecoming, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
I mean, Spider-Man and Punisher crossovers were not rare. I mean,
I know, and they were horrifying every time because
Yeah.
Spider-Man's always going like, "Stop killing people."
Sort of like the Wolverine and Spider-Man crossovers were so horrible, but not quite as horrible as.
Now, Punisher Wolverine crossover would be awesome, but we'd have to get a Marvel cinematic.
Yeah,
Wolverine.
yeah, we might get an NC-17 rating on them.
If Marvel got Wolverine, he'd be their rated R.
Yeah. All right, so we had next we had New Mutants, which I didn't know much about this one. Like I'd heard rumors, and it's still I don't think there's been any kind of trailers or anything like that.
I haven't even heard which heroes are in it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't recognize. And I know that sounds bad because I say it like Marvel, but I don't recognize half of the guys in the picture.
Honestly, when I was reading comics, like I read a little bit of New Mutants here and there. Now, like the picture that was on this article is obviously not from the movies; it's from the comics because you see I think that's Legion over there. So
He looks crazy enough to be Legion.
yeah, so don't pay mind to the picture.
The weird part is that it's supposed to be a young adult / horror tinged in tone, which is a new take.
But this has a cast listed, but it doesn't say who they were casted as. And it did say that James McAvoy may,
Rumored.
yeah,
To be
may
playing
return.
Professor X.
That's what I said. May rumor.
Yeah.
The role of Professor X. So that'll be interesting to see how
for the trailer.
20th Century Fox fucks this one up.
Hey, yeah.
What man? What man? Fox is just not.
Maybe they just need to stop trying to do the main X-Men. Maybe they need to step away and do...
Well, and I mean, we'll have The Gifted come out before this does, so maybe we'll see what they do with The Gifted, which is...
Honestly, doesn't it sound like The Gifted? I mean, a kind of a horror tone, young mutants being chased, in this case imprisoned. It's almost doesn't sound very different.
It would be a good thing if maybe they could tie it in or something, you know?
There you go.
And do, sort of try to secure
Kind of create
their
almost
universe.
like the cinematic universe.
I know, that would seem like an appropriate thing to do.
Yeah,
Probably work pretty good, I think.
know. I mean, I don't know if we have any examples.
You
or
guys
anything
are way
that
off
working.
base, man. That's going to be horrible.
Yeah,
Only because Fox is doing it.
they'll be like, watch us screw this whole universe.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like an infection.
And then the big one everybody's waiting for is Avengers Infinity War, which is May 4th, 2018. So we've got a
what needs to
good
be
ways
said?
to go and wait still.
Yeah.
Well, what needs to be said, though? It's Infinity War.
It is Infinity War.
It's either going to be the greatest thing ever or the greatest F-up ever. Because you're tackling one of the most well-known comic book storylines ever.
And we'll get to this a little later, but I don't see... it is going to be hard for them to finish this storyline out, the Infinity War, in one movie.
Like I said, oh no, it's going to be two.
Well, and that's why I said we talk about this later.
Oh.
It hasn't really officially announced that it's two or anything like that. It's been assumed.
Yeah.
But there is another Avengers movie further down this list that could possibly be Infinity Wars Part 2. So, we'll see. But that's May 4th, 2018.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see and we'll tell you about it.
I mean, he'll probably watch the Avengers, right? Maybe. Kinda. I mean, Doctor Strange is going to be in it.
You gotta wait. You gotta see him show up.
Yeah.
You know you want to see him take the gloves off. I don't give a crap about your Infinity Gem.
I mean, let me quit waiting for Damien to say anything because I'm having dead space here. Speaking of dead, we have Deadpool 2 coming up right after Infinity War on June 1st, 2018.
This
Wait a
bastard
second.
Deadpool.
What's up with this? I see Josh Brolin in Infinity War, and then I see Josh Brolin in Deadpool 2. But wait, there is no Thanos in Deadpool 2.
Are we sure? Maybe Thanos is masquerading as another character.
Wait. Josh Brolin is going to be... No. Cable? All right.
I can see the similarity between the characters. I mean, one's purple and one's completely not fucking Thanos. So, I mean, why wouldn't you cast the same actor for both roles?
Oh, man. This hurts.
We argued about this 6 months ago. There's an episode of us arguing about
I know.
it, and you defending Josh Brolin being in both movies.
I'm allowed to change my opinion.
You are allowed to change your opinion. I have never liked Josh Brolin, especially as Cable.
No.
Honestly, I didn't know he was playing Thanos until like that last episode. Because, so much makeup. But it's like, oh, that's Josh Brolin. Okay. I mean, honestly, I think they should
Let's keep rolling.
But yeah, so Josh Brolin's going to be Cable in the next Deadpool movie. It's Deadpool. It'll be funny. It'll be fun. But
this
I
movie
wish they
made me
would
a
have done
Ryan
better
Reynolds
with their
fan.
choice of actors. So.
I said, Deadpool's made me a fan of Ryan Reynolds, and I hate that because I don't think I like Ryan Reynolds. But now I like Ryan Reynolds.
I
always liked Ryan Reynolds.
I have liked him since fucking Blade 3.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good
actor.
actor.
That was fun in Blade 3.
Yeah.
I don't watch rom-coms, so like...
I like comedies, so I've seen him in quite a few comedies that I've enjoyed his acting in. And, I mean, Deadpool is a rom-com, man.
Anyway, but being our savior and being solely responsible almost, not solely, but majorly responsible for Deadpool even coming about, makes the guy an effing hero to a comic book fan. So I'm a fan now. I'll declare myself a Ryan Reynolds fan until I can get away with saying I'm not.
It's the one thing Fox hasn't managed to fuck up yet. Well, they did manage to fuck it up, but then they actually unfucked it. How that's doable, I don't know.
That's what makes Ryan Reynolds amazing. He's like,
there's a couple things I wish I could unfuck, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet.
So the next one, there's no way to roll into that. Like, you just gotta go right on. Like,
well, I mean, there is a way to roll into that. Talk about getting fucked. Here we go.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. So this is going to be the sequel to the Ant-Man movie, which was fucking hilarious.
Which is why I'm not overly excited about. I'm sorry, but the best part of the Ant-Man movie was not old girl. Evangeline Lilly did not really bring the movie together. She was not a character that I really thought even was amusing. So I'm hoping, but they said they're going full co-stars. So I'm hoping they can pull this off without it losing the fun comedy it had going. Because even in Civil War, he was hilarious. I mean, every time he's on the screen, I gotta admit, the dude's friggin' entertaining.
Yeah.
But she's not. And I know she's supposed to be the straight man, but she's doing too good a job of it because she sucks the comedy like right out of a scene.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, it's Ant-Man though, and I loved Paul Rudd's
Look
character.
how stiff she looks there. That's how stiff she is. Even in this scene, she's sucking the amusement out of that scene. She's just like a board.
Anyway, coming next year.
You really got to quit referencing these pictures, by the way. You realize that some people are listening to this on a podcast. And so I can't even pop up a picture to reference what you're referencing for them.
Oh, go look up Evangeline Lilly. Whatever she's in, she'll look stiff. It doesn't matter what it is.
So after Ant-Man, which is July 6, 2018, we're going to move into Venom on October 5th, 2018.
About time.
Which I'm assuming at this point some of these dates could change because we're over a year out. But presumed October 5th, 2018, Venom. I'm not so sure about this one, honestly.
Why?
To my understanding, this is not going to go into the MCU, so it's not going to tie in the Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not. They said
which makes it hard to quite grasp where this is going to fall and how they're going to portray Venom.
Here's my issue that piggybacks off our boy Zeno here is actually there's no way they can't have a Spider-Man not appear in some degree. So that means it's going to be another freaking Spider-Man because it's not going to be tied to that. So now we're going to have.
Well, I understand they said Spider-Man is not going to be in the movie.
He's got to be referenced on some level, and it's good, and it's a difference. How can it not? It's freaking Venom.
I know.
And Carnage. They're both not really rivals. They're really enemies of Spider-Man.
Well, there's been some weird offshoot Venom comics that they may be able to go with.
I mean, I like Venom, but I almost would like rather they skip Carnage, because if you put Venom and Carnage in there and try to leave out Spider-Man, it feels weird. And if they're not, they're going to have to at least reference them if they're not going to have them appear in the movie. And it's going to be a different Spider-Man. And it's going to be, who's that Spider-Man?
I mean, honestly, I think this is just Sony jumping on the rated R bandwagon, and so they threw something together that they can make rated R.
I mean, maybe they'll make, I don't know, you just can't separate Venom from the Spider-Man universe completely easily.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it is going to be rated R, and Venom is rated R as heck, so this is going to be dark, violent, and gritty. I just hope they don't accidentally yank in the wrong audience, because I hope the kids know not to get, I hope the parents know not to take their kids to see that.
Well, I mean, it has a rated R rating, so if the parents are too dumb to look at the rating system.
Remember the people that brought their kids to see Deadpool?
They probably deserve everything they got.
True. Very true.
I mean, stupidity, man, stupidity.
But other than that, I'm going to love watching Venom eat people's brains. I mean, I love Venom. I'm freaking awesome. Easily my favorite Spider-Man villain, man. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to the movie. The story and execution is what I'm worried about, not the idea of a Venom movie. I think that's freaking amazing.
Yeah. No, I think it's amazing, the idea of the Venom movie. I'm afraid of the execution.
Especially because they're probably not going to get with the Marvel since they're not tying it in. So this is going to be pure Sony.
That worries me. That worries me.
Sony.
Well, I read that when it's not going to be tied into any Marvel universe. That kind of worries me. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Next we have December 21st, 2018. We have Aquaman.
Oh, that's not Moana? I thought that was Moana.
Moana.
Oh, okay. That's Aquaman. Gotcha.
He's making stupid jokes again. Keep going.
Yeah, okay. So Aquaman will have his own movie finally. Damien?
I mean, it's about time that they did something with Aquaman. I'm a fan of Aquaman, but not the 1970s, 80s.
I had to stop there for a moment.
Tights wearing.
Yeah.
Justice League.
Well, no, I really want to see Justice League in part because of Aquaman, because of the style they went with Aquaman. I mean, this is the first Aquaman I've ever seen that looks fucking badass and looks actually like, he could do something other than be, a weird.
You guys are right. That is easily the best. That is easily the best rebooted DC character I've ever seen.
Yeah,
the 100%. There's nobody with that good a reboot.
He looks like a god.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he looks very, very dark undersea.
I mean, it's like they tried to make a Poseidon. Like, he looks like he could be Poseidon masquerading as freaking Aquaman.
Yeah.
And I like that. I'll admit that Aquaman's movie, I think I'm going to go see.
I mean, he has a good Viking look, so.
And he's tatted up. That was where the Moana joke came from. Just the sheer quantity of tattoos.
But no, I think I really think this is going to be good. I want to see it.
Ooh, Nicole Kidman as Queen Atlantea.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman's hot.
Yeah. Next, we have the next super fail to come of Fox, Dark Phoenix X-Men. What? Are you all right?
You should go, man. I'll rant. Because you know how I felt about Apocalypse, man.
I don't think there's any way to talk about this without ranting. It's another fucking X-Men from...
That's the other major storyline. If you're going to do a story like The Dark Phoenix is one of the iconic Marvel storylines as well, and...
I mean, they've already fucked it up once. Why?
And yet I believe, and I never thought I'd say this, that one will be better than this one. Because I saw Apocalypse, and they just went straight Phoenix just off the bat. They just jumped both feet in. No build-up. They introduced the character in the same movie. She went Phoenix. They went, hey, look, here's Jean Grey. She has nightmares. Oh, now she's a Phoenix, and she beats Apocalypse by herself. No build-up. No transition. And now they're going, now we're going to do a Dark Phoenix movie. They'll probably start off with her going like, I guess I'm evil now.
I mean, I liked the first X-Men movie. I liked it. And a lot of people didn't. But I thought it wasn't bad.
Wait, what do you mean, X-Men New Class or the literal
The
first
first X-Men movie.
The one with Hugh Jackman and
Yeah.
I love that movie.
And the second one was and then the third one was but none of them has been as bad as this new cast. Like, I have not liked this new cast at all.
New Class was okay, but it dropped off after that. Like, it wasn't improving. I mean, other than Quicksilver. Like, Quicksilver has been a movie saver every time. Because you're like, man, that one scene was awesome. And hopefully they'll go really Quicksilver with this one.
But, I mean, I haven't liked the actors in the newer.
I do not like the Jean Grey.
Yeah.
I did not like her in Apocalypse at all. She did not feel or portray Jean Grey to me on any level.
See, that makes me sad because, I mean, Phoenix, Jean Grey and then Phoenix, that's like my favorite.
Oh, no, it's a great arc.
Tell you,
storyline.
It was a great story arc.
That's just,
But honestly,
and to hear that it's being totally fucked up.
But honestly, you got to think, even before the story arc of the Phoenix, there was so much build up throughout the comic series.
It was it's supposed to be built up from the first friggin' movie
it was
on.
So ongoing that it is hard.
But
to
I
even
was
see
shocked.
it.
Age of Apocalypse is the other major X-Men storyline, and you saw how it played out.
Yeah.
So Dark Phoenix will probably be beginning and ending in one movie. Just look, here's us trying to do Dark Phoenix.
But that's supposed to be November 2nd, 2018. So we're looking at over a year. Maybe it'll get shelved. I don't know.
Maybe Fox will sell everything. Is that Fox or Sony?
Fox is X-Men, yeah.
Yeah, Fox will sell everything.
It's Fox. They're not going to sell everything.
Disney.
They're going to totally ruin everything they have.
Do not doubt our Disney overlords. Our Disney overlords are powerful and mighty. They took down the Lucas. They can take down Fox.
Oh.
They shall absorb all.
All right. So next we have animated series, our animated Spider-Man movie, I guess. With Miles Morales as Spider-Man. So it is untitled at this point. It's supposed to come out around December 14th. Looking forward to this one. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, too bad it's not being voiced by Donald Glover, but, other than that, it's awesome.
Well, I mean, at least Homecoming sort of gave a nod to Miles, and with Donald Glover possibly.
Yeah, this implies the Easter egg is that his nephew's referring to as Miles, that he says lives in his neighborhood.
So
Miles is finally going to come out with his own stuff. That'll be cool.
So that'd be neat. But, so we have this, the cartoon. I'm looking forward to it. I think Miles is the epitome of how you move on with a superhero. Instead of just trying to reboot their story or come up with this is a Peter Parker from this separate dimension, to take his place. No, they were like, hey, this kid idolized this guy and he...
Well, it makes sense. Instead of going, here's Peter Parker and he was in his 80s. Now we're going to do 90s Peter Parker. Now we're going to do 2000, now 2010. Why don't you actually go, why can't that have been Spider-Man in the freaking 80s and now here's the next Spider-Man?
Yeah. It's a torch passing instead of reboots and remaking.
But, at least they didn't go with, they didn't make Miles Morales a female. Because that also seems to be the other big thing. Didn't we just see, Femme Iron Fist and Femme everything? They're just hopping genders.
Yeah, all the comics are
I'm starting to feel offended as a man. Are we that terrible? Everybody's just hopping genders. We don't want to see any more men. I'm like, wow.
I mean, it's...
I want a male Dark Phoenix then.
I don't want to get into this conversation.
I want a male Dark Phoenix. I believe in fairness.
I'm not getting into this conversation. So... Then there's supposed to be another Marvel film around February 24th, which is sort of weird, being that Dark Phoenix would be November 2nd.
You pile crap. Oh, well, wait a minute. That says 2019, dude.
Oh, that's 2000. Yeah, no. Well,
that's in
Dark
November.
Phoenix is
Yeah,
November
right.
2nd, 2018.
You pile crap on, dude. Every couple of months, Fox is going to be putting out a movie.
I don't know how far, as far as, let's see, they were saying possibly an X-Force movie or something. So.
Boy, they're just going to ride that X right on.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
They're going to do every X character they can find, apparently.
But we're getting into really shaky territory. The only things that we can really pull that aren't too shaky is Marvel, because Marvel has that nice broken down schedule. And so around March 8th of 2019, we're supposed to see Captain Marvel.
I'm looking forward to this. I've always thought Ms. Marvel was an awesome female hero that never really got that mainstream movie treatment. Mm-hmm. Hearing that Joss Whedon wanted to introduce her to Age of Ultron lets me know this movie really was meant to happen. It's just they decided to do her backstory first. That's a good thing. Do her backstory, because not everybody knows Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
Do her backstory, bring her in. I don't know if she's going to be as big as Wonder Woman, but I'm hoping so. Because to me, when you talk about female characters that are awesome, that aren't X-Men, because that's the problem. We don't have X-Men over in the Marvel universe. Ms. Marvel comes to mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Captain Marvel will be a good place. I'm actually surprised it's taken them this long to pull out Captain Marvel. Like, I figured they were actually going to pull Captain Marvel a little sooner into the universe. But
like I said, you saw they were eyeballing it before they even did Civil War. They were planning around Age of Ultron, which is that's a couple movies back. But they said, no, we want to do her origin movie first.
Yeah.
I think they could have popped her in and then did her origin, but
yeah.
I think it's cool the way they're doing it. She's gonna just come out, and we're gonna see what they do with her, and that's what's gonna be the interesting thing, because it's about time, and it's Marvel, so it's gonna be good, more than likely. Not to mention that name I see right there. It's gonna
what name?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh well, yeah.
So
Yeah, well, we know who Samuel L. Jackson plays.
Yeah. So I mean, that's going to be really good.
And then I think the last one we're going to bring up is we got two more, I guess. Shazam. Shazam.
I'm a fan of Captain. Actually, I think his name's Captain Marvel.
Well, I think it was, and then they.
I think they finally, because Shazam was the word he said to turn into Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I think.
But we'll call him Shazam. We'll make it. That's the name of the movie, so it looks like they were planning to name the movie Shazam.
Well, I think they quit using Captain Marvel because I think Marvel sued the fuck out of them.
Last year, you noticed I kept calling her Ms. Marvel because Captain Marvel has always kind of been like the guy, Shazam. But I like him, and I think Damien is a fan as well.
I'm a small fan. I'm interested to see what they do with it, and that's pretty much all I can really say. I haven't read anything in a very long time on it, so I would like to see what they do with it.
I've always liked him and Black Adam, and finding out that Dwayne Johnson is the guy they've got lined up for Black Adam.
Yeah, but they said he's not going to be in the.
No, they're going to do it as his own movie. I like Black Adam. I kind of want villains getting their own movies. I think is a good idea that DC's come up with that Marvel really hadn't got on yet.
Yeah.
Venom we saw, but I like some of the villains and think they do fine. Like, I'd love to see a Doctor Doom movie, just Doctor Doom. Don't do the Fantastic Four, do a Doctor Doom.
No, you don't.
Oh, because of who owns it.
Yeah.
You just like crushing my dreams.
And then the last thing I guess we'll give a mention to is the Untitled Avengers sequel, presumably May 3rd, 2019, which is...
Doesn't that date seem unusual? It's exactly 1 year after.
Is it exactly 1 year?
Well, it's close to. I think the other one's also May. I think the Avengers movie is in May, isn't it?
May 4th.
Yeah, and then the other one's May 3rd. So little more finger pointing that might be the next part of the Infinity War.
I mean, we'll figure that out when we figure out whether or not the Infinity War actually ends or not. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, they're going to resolve the Infinity War in one movie.
Hey, well, it took what, 4 comics? So
yeah, but I mean, it took Fox only one movie to do Apocalypse.
Yeah, but it took Fox only 10 minutes to screw up an entire freaking.
I will hit you. Oh.
Anyway,
But they've got to assemble all this huge Marvel. Then just assembling all the characters, dude. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, all the Avengers. I mean, you're looking at that probably taking half the movie by itself.
yeah.
Thor and Ragnarok aren't even on the planet. Doctor Strange has to be introduced to everybody.
Yeah, but all right, I guess that ties up this episode of Perception Check and everything. And hey guys, thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and down below we have a description with all of our social media. Check that out. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Google+. All the links are down there. You can see some behind-the-scenes stuff, as well as, just whenever we're posting something, we always post to those medias as well. Also, you can look over to the side here, and we'll have some links to some other videos you might want to check out, as well as below you'll see the Dicejunkies icon where you can click to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.